Hey, what's up? This is Zim. This is a rideshare nugget. As you can see by the title, I got scammed. So this is not a very positive moment for me. I can't believe it in a lot of ways. So fucking gullible. But so let me break down what happened. So I drive for Lyft and Uber, as a lot of you know. Just today, just happened like an hour ago. What happened was, and I feel like an idiot, but I wanted to share it with you because, it could happen to you and maybe, hopefully it won't, but this is what happened. I got a request from Uber. It came up as Generator. It was just like a driving to the place. The name on the account was Generator. So I was like, okay, weird. That's weird. But I'm used to, as a Lyft and Uber driver, sometimes there are weird names on the accounts. You get requests from like services and things like that. So I was like, no big deal. So I got to the location, and right before I pulled over, basically, I got a call from the dispatch number that you get from the rideshare services from Uber. So I was like, answered it, and right out the gate, the guy was like, "Oh, this is a call from Uber. You just got a ride from Generator. It's a fake. It's not a real ride. We're gonna offer you a bonus." So he's like, "This is Uber calling drivers that have over," and he said a 4.7 rating are all getting a bonus, and we get a $200 bonus. So we'd like to offer you this bonus, blah blah blah. So I was like, "Oh, cool. Bonus. I'll talk about why I fell for this in a moment, but I'll just tell you what happened." So I was like, okay, great. He said cancel the ride, and then cancel the ride and give me your number, and I'll call you back with the information. So I was like, right there, it should have been a light bulb right at that moment, like, oh, they need my number, okay. But just the way he delivered it was so slick. It's like you never think you're gonna fall for a scam until it happens to you, because it's like, I don't know. I'll tell you, like I said, in the moment, I'll tell you about why I fell for this, why I think I fell for it specifically. But part of it was he was so on point and so slick and knew exactly, like, all these things, and how we said them was just so perfect. So, like, I pulled over, I give him my number, I turn off the app, and I wait for his call back. He calls back, and he says, we're going to give you this bonus as like a credit, like a credit card credit, blah, blah. So he's using these terminologies like credit card, like all these things. So I was like, okay. And they says, so go to your payment information. And I go into it, and I just blindly following his instructions. I go in and I change the direct pay, the instant pay information to this credit card he gave me. It says, yeah, it should show up as a $200. Just hit the instant pay and it'll show up. And then, like, the moment I hit it, it instant pays. It sends the money to this new credit card that I just put in. And then he said one more thing. Are you familiar with the Uber, I don't know, Quest card or something like that? I don't know what he said. And then he hangs up. And like right in that moment, I was like, oh, F this. I just got scammed. I can't believe I fell for this. And so I was like, I started to cry for a second, because I'm like so tight on money right now. I'm so like up to the end. And I was like, holy crap, I can't believe I just fell for that. Like, like they say, never give out your personal information. It's like all this stuff, but the guy was so slick. But anyways, so like I got over it. It took me like 2 seconds to get over. I was like, okay, fuck. I called Uber right away, and I was like, hey, I just got scammed. Luckily, it was fairly easy to get to support, instant pay support. Went to the drop down menu, and they had a number, called them, got talked to an actual person right away. And like the process of like putting a stop payment or whatever investigation on my account for this money, and the person on the other line said, this has happened multiple times today already. And I was like, I just can't. It was just like so frustrating. Like, and luckily for me, there's just shy of $150 in my account at the moment. So like the money part, like even if I lost out on this money completely, like it would suck, but it wouldn't suck hugely. Like, thankfully right now on Lyft is where I'm getting all my rides. So I had a couple, like I have like $500 in my Lyft account versus my Uber account. So I'm like, oh God, this sucks. So going through the process, reset my password on my account, got rid of that old, debit number, that card number out of the account and stuff. But I shouldn't lose the money. I should be fine. But it's just like the moment, it was a perfect storm for me of like being like desperate for money and just thinking like, oh, I hope something comes along that I like get some money somehow, like, and like all of a sudden, oh, I'm getting offered this bonus. So my brain is already like not in the right spot. My brain is not in the logical, like, I should be skeptical of this because of how it came across, because of like having, not remembering the warnings of like when you get a call from a passenger that never give out your information. It's like not thinking, just like all these perfect, like they had their script down perfectly. They knew how the app worked. So obviously it was somebody that's like very familiar with how the app worked because they either were a driver at one time or something. But I don't know. It seems to me like they're going to get caught because they have, like, Uber has their information, their account information. Whoever set up that account is going to get caught. I mean, I don't know. So hopefully the fact that I was on it quickly will help them get caught. But I hope, like, if you see this video and you're a driver, just never ever give out your, like, if you ever get offered a bonus over the line that the passengers call to connect with you, just know right away that's not true. Don't do it. So like, I don't know. So hopefully my mistake can help you. I feel embarrassed about it. It sucks, but that's life. And I think talking to you about it helps get it out of my system, because I just made a big mistake. And it's like I feel like I've always had a good eye for when people are trying to scam, like email scams. It's like very easy for me to tell, like, oh, that's just a fake email, But the way talking to somebody, like an actual voice on a phone, and they sounded professional, they sounded like they knew what they were talking about, and I just totally fell for it. Maybe I'm getting old enough now that I can't tell anymore. I don't know. So just be very careful. Hope you're doing well. I know I haven't done a Rideshare Nugget in a while, and I haven't done any rideshare videos in a while, but I'm still out here driving part-time, doing the thing. It's the holidays right now, working toward Christmas, trying to make the money so I can just pay rent, basically. But that's a longer story, which I'll share with you on another one of my videos on this channel. So of course, reach out to me, comment on my videos, tell me I'm an idiot. I don't care, but it sucked that this happened, and hopefully it's going to get taken care of and I'm not going to lose any money. I'll follow up in a week or whatever when it all settles out. The money on my account at the moment, the money hasn't left. I did get the verification, like your transaction has been processed, but the money's still on my account. So hopefully we caught it quick enough that the money doesn't move. That now somebody out there in the world has my phone number, but I don't think that's a big deal. But I don't know. So I'll keep you posted on how it goes. But thanks for watching. Of course, do all the cool stuff. Subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from you. So, all right. Till next time, be loving, kind, and patient with each other. Hope your ride's along and your tips are big. Peace.